Good evening. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate 90 years of changing lives, one job at a time. Tonight's 90th anniversary celebration will showcase some of our remarkable clients whose stories of transformation and overcoming challenges are both courageous and inspiring. You will also hear from our honorees, Ronnie Ben Simon, Adam Abramowitz, and Pacific Western Bank. Finally, in honor of this incredible 90-year milestone, we want you to meet a few of our loyal and beloved 90-plus-year-old donors, now commonly referred to as the 90s Club. When we remind our 90s Club that we were founded in 1931 and that JVS in our very early days was there to help our clients survive the Depression, their overwhelming response has been, "Yes, of course I know that. I was actually there." During the past 12 months, JVS SoCal has continued to be a leading provider of job readiness, training, placement, and retention programs to underserved populations and communities. With the devastation of COVID-19 that began in early 2020, JVS SoCal proudly became an essential service provider. As a result, we immediately overhauled our program delivery model to meet the needs of a community in crisis. However, with a very different approach. We transitioned from an in-person classroom setting to a virtual one. Utilizing distance learning platforms, we partnered with Los Angeles County and hired more than 260 contact tracers to help stop the spread of COVID-19 while putting people back to work, thus creating a win-win from both a community health as well as an employment perspective. Additionally, we raised more than $200,000 as part of a COVID-19 fundraising campaign to meet the immediate needs of clients that had been either laid off or furloughed due to the pandemic. These funds went directly to help our clients with essential expenses such as rent, utilities, gas, and of course, groceries. We also provided laptops and internet access to clients across the county to support their job skills, career training, and the ability to help them search and apply for future employment. JVS SoCal has pivoted, adapted, and done everything possible to continue to achieve our stated mission. Before COVID-19, we assisted over 50,000 individuals each year, but the collapse and slow recovery of our economy has created a devastating hardship for millions of already vulnerable people right here in Southern California. As a result, the demand for our services is dramatically increasing, a phenomenon that will undoubtedly continue in the months and possibly for years to come. What has remained constant for generations has been our mission and our determination to serve the underserved, to provide hope and opportunity to those most in need. All of us at JVS SoCal could not do the work we do without you, our steadfast partners and donors. Your continued dedication and support is truly appreciated, and together we are changing lives.
Tonight, JVS SoCal presents The Way Forward, 90 years strong. And now, please welcome a SoCal television icon, your host, Fritz Coleman.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you and your families are healthy and safe. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to JVS SoCal's 90th anniversary celebration. The Way Forward is changing lives together. I'm Fritz Coleman, and I am thrilled to host this virtual event supporting this remarkable and resilient organization. Founded in the midst of the Great Depression, JVS SoCal has helped Southern California's unemployed and underemployed chart a path to jobs, vision, and success through 90 years of fundamental economic, workplace, and societal change. This is reflected in JVS SoCal's unifying vision for the future of Southern California. thriving communities with hope and economic opportunity for all. In keeping with our 90th anniversary tonight, we're going to hear from special guests, each sharing their 90 years of stories and experiences which will inspire and entertain. These longtime supporters are a part of the JVS SoCal story, the reach of its programs, and the scope of its impact.
With the coronavirus pandemic and economic distress at depths that have not been seen since our founding during the Depression,
We need help.
JVS SoCal is prepared to take on its biggest challenge ever.
You have 9.9 million jobs that have been lost.
4 million people have been out of work for 6 months or longer.
On our 90th anniversary, JVS SoCal urgently needs increased support from generous friends in the community to create lasting solutions for the unemployed and underserved.
I was on my way to being homeless with my infant child.
They were here for me when nobody was there for me.
I knew once I saw that flyer that I had a chance to do something really different with my life.
Finding JVS opened up a whole new light, a whole new door.
I gained hope again.
Each year, nearly 50,000 people who are striving for a better life turn to JVS SoCal. With respect for the whole individual, our goal is to empower each person to achieve stability and independence by addressing their unique needs.
I've seen the work of JVS up close, and they have been a tremendous partner in the work of building an even greater city in LA.
JVS SoCal provides not only job training, but professional workplace skills and access to major employers, giving each person the tools and comprehensive support they need. Our partnerships with local industries launch careers that can lift people out of poverty.
I really learned a lot from CareerWorks Medical about finances and leadership.
I felt so happy when I found out I got hired.
They're supportive, they listen, and they're very nurturing.
I started with City National Bank as a teller. I was promoted to a business and personal banker.
JVS SoCal has established a legacy of service since 1931.
The JVS Women's Leadership Network set me up for the success.
As a veteran, JVS came through for me in giving me a new direction.
It was so amazing when I got the job at Cedars-Sinai.
JVS SoCal is like heaven sent for me.
Thanks to JVS Veteran Services,
CareerWorks Medical,
and Healthwork program.
My life is really happy and simple. I just love going to work.
I feel very hopeful about the future.
I'm performing work that I truly enjoy.
A lot of times we lose ourselves and we just need to find it back, and we just need somebody to help us just a little bit.
Now I have everything I need, a steady job with benefits.
It's not a job, it's a dream job.
The challenges and need for assistance here in Southern California are simply massive. With your support and partnership, JVS SoCal will continue to create jobs, vision, and success, helping those in our community that need it most.
The Founders Award is given in recognition of dedication, enduring vision, and enormous contributions to JVS SoCal. Now it's my pleasure and honor to introduce the recipient of the 2021 Founders Award, Ronnie Ben-Simon.
Thank you, Fritz. I am honored and truly humbled to receive the Founders Award. In my years with JVS, I have been incredibly fortunate to be associated with so many wonderful people who give so much of themselves for this great organization. I am in awe every day by the countless hours and resources these individuals commit to improving people's lives in Southern California, one job at a time. So I hope you can understand when I express to you that honestly, I am surprised to be the one receiving this wonderful recognition. I am so grateful to have so many great friends, family, and JVS supporters sharing this evening with us. Together, we are changing lives and making Southern California a better, a stronger, and a more sustainable community by empowering the tens of thousands of people who turn to JVS for help each and every day. As a JVS SoCal board member for the past 14 years, I have had the great fortune to witness firsthand the enormous effect JVS makes on people's lives. I consider myself extremely fortunate to be in a position where I can make an impact. This would not have been possible without the support of my family. My mom and dad instilled in me the responsibility and the joy of doing for others who are not as fortunate as we are. I only wish that my father was alive today to witness this day, where JVS, the organization which helped him get his started in this country exactly 60 years ago, is recognizing his son. My children, David, Rachel, and Mia, you inspire me and put a smile on my face every day. As your lives progress, I am sure you will continue our family's tradition of giving. And to my wife, Bonnie, my best friend, I thank God every day for giving me such an understanding and tolerant partner, and for allowing me the freedom to explore my passions with your never-ending support. I love you all. To my friends and colleagues who are here this evening, thank you for supporting not only me, but the incredible work that JVS SoCal does. Your friendship and generosity are deeply appreciated. In closing, I want to encourage you to join me in celebrating this wonderful organization and 90 years of impact. If we can empower individuals to achieve economic independence, we can continue to change lives for decades to come. Thank you so very much for this award.
Our Founders Award winner, Ronnie, come on over. Congratulations, Ronnie. Much deserved. There's no better choice for the Founders Award. Does founder make you feel old, like we're calling you a forefather or something? Well, you so deserve it. 14 years of service. You do so much for the community. I love the story that you weren't aware of, that your father benefited from JVS SoCal years ago, and that organization gave him his start when he came to the United States from Morocco. Tell us that story.
Well, when I joined the board, I went home, I guess it was the next day, and speaking to my mom, I let her know that I was joining the board at JVS. And her eyes lit up, and she told me, says, do you realize that they got your father his first job when we came to this country? And that was 1961. My family immigrated from Morocco. We were a comfortable and respected family in Morocco. But it was time to leave. We had been there for centuries in the city of Tangier. And when we came to this country, my father was a foreign exchange expert in Morocco, my mother an accountant. And unfortunately, they didn't know the language when we got here, so it was difficult to find a job. So JVS placed my father in his first job, which was a job cutting fabric at a fabric company. It was a difficult job for somebody that wasn't used to manual labor. He would cut fabric and send it back, the cut jobs. The owner of the company noticed one day that he was sending the jobs back, not only the fabric, but he was sending back corrected cuttings and invoices corrected. So he realized that my father was, educated and his skills were more than that job demanded. So he came back and he asked my father why he was there. My father told him it's because he didn't speak the language. And the very kind gentleman asked my father to, when things were slow, to find a quiet corner in the warehouse and study English, and to keep a suit back there in case he got a call for a job interview, and so he can leave and go on that interview. It wasn't long before my father got a job at Marina Federal Savings, where he worked a few years and left there and led a very successful career as the controller for the Foundation for the Junior Blind.
Wow. And here on the 90th birthday of JVS SoCal, it's great to celebrate the multi-generational aspect of JVS SoCal. Your father sending the legacy to you and maybe you to your children. It's a great story. What are your personal values and your family values that connect you to JVS SoCal?
Our values is, we believe, or I believe that, and if you do good, it will be returned to you. And we had, JVS came into our life one more time in 2008 when the recession hit. We, at our business, had never had to lay off employees. It was a 108-year-old company, and we had to lay off almost 100 people, and it was very difficult for us. We wanted to do it, respectfully, and so I called JVS, and JVS sent over people from the WorkSource Center, and they came when we did the layoffs, and they were outside waiting, setting up at desks, and were able to guide the people to get unemployment benefits, guide the people for new job training if they wanted that, help them with resumes and job searches. And it was a very special thing for those employees, the help that they got from the JVS.
So what do you think the significance of the 90th anniversary of JVS SoCal really is?
The significance, I believe, is that really we're just beginning. It's 90 years, and like I said, when you do good, and JVS does an awful lot of good, it's hard to ignore. Really, I'm looking so forward to the 100th anniversary and really much more than that.
And now, members of the JVS 90s Club.
I think one of the important aspects of JVS is the way it has adjusted itself, modified itself over the years that I've been involved. From one that, when it started, was dealing primarily with disabled people in terms of the handcrafted industries, where we had a live production system for those that were less able to work in the environment, training them and placing the disabled, to the current environment in which JVS has played an important role in creating new opportunities for people who are adjusting to the new economy. And we are fortunate to be where we are, and I think it's not everybody else is as fortunate, and I think we're under some obligation to share that good fortune with others. Happy birthday.
We have to sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, JVS. Happy birthday to you, and many, many, many more years.
Happy 90th anniversary.
Throughout the show, you can make a donation by referring to the instructions in the upper right hand of the screen and texting JVS to 41444. You need to know that every gift, no matter the size, has an impact. Now I'd like to welcome our next honoree, Adam Abramowitz, the recipient of our 2021 Generation Impact Award. Adam?
Thank you, Fritz. I am honored and humbled to be receiving the JVS SoCal Generation Impact Award. When I see the passionate and dedicated team at JVS transforming lives, I am extremely proud to support and be on the board of directors of such an outstanding organization. 90 years into its history, JVS's mission has never been more critical to those in need. As our community slowly recovers and reopens from the devastating pandemic, JVS must stand strong as a pillar to support those individuals most impacted. I am quite passionate about JVS SoCal and its high-impact programs, assisting a broad spectrum of individuals in our region, ranging from veterans, immigrants and refugees, those disabled, and those underprivileged and facing systemic barriers to employment and advancement, including welfare to work and women in leadership. Generation Impact, formerly JVS SoCal's Emerging Leaders, started a couple years ago with a mission to educate, engage, and activate the next generation of JVS SoCal supporters and leaders. We invested over a year engaging with JVS leadership to complete a deep dive into the inner workings of the organization and understand the innovative programs that seek to address complex employment challenges in our community. It was especially eye-opening for me to understand both of the breadth of JVS's valuable programming as well as the multifaceted labyrinth it faces to effectively deliver such services to those who need it most. This is why our ongoing support of JVS is greatly needed and appreciated, especially during these unprecedented times. Before the Impact, Generation Impact held a launch event with nearly 100 people to educate and connect those in our community with JVS SoCal. Over the past few months, we've been working hard to plan the next chapter of Generation Impact as we are still in the early innings to help support JVS more broadly. We continue to seek additional participants for Generation Impact as the world reopens and pre-pandemic life hopefully returns. I'm excited for this new momentum as we are building and seeing tremendous opportunity to drive greater engagement, volunteer activities, and networking among our members. In fact, in early June, we held a virtual interview, prep, and resume review volunteer event to help support clients from the West LA Work Resource Center. My journey with JVS started like it might have for many of you here tonight. A friend invited me to JVS's Strictly Business Luncheon at the Beverly Hilton. Unaware of JVS, I instantly connected with the organization's mission and was captivated with the stories of transformational success, such as those you are hearing about tonight. That is one of the aspects I've come to love about JVS, the ability to change the trajectory of a person, a family, or even a successive generation with the dignity and empowerment of gainful employment. I must confess, it is addictive to see such stories, and one of the reasons I love to continue to be such a strong advocate for JVS. There are countless other success stories behind the handful of videos, both major and minor, that occur daily within JVS which help transform lives in our communities. I am personally passionate about the social entrepreneurship of JVS SoCal and the exponential power of providing a hand up, which drives lasting change. My parents always instilled in me a spirit of helping others and giving back. My father, Michael Abramowitz, immigrated to this country with nothing to become a physician, and my mother, Judy Abramowitz, is a clinical social worker providing support to those in the hospital when they need it most. Both of them worked tremendously hard to give me and my brother, Jonathan, amazing opportunities to grow and develop. I'm trying to follow in their footsteps in my own small way to give back and help others so they can have similar opportunities. I am also supporting JVS on behalf of my family and my wife, Jennifer, who equally shares the passion for its mission. We try to set an example of tzedakah and tikkun olam for our two young boys, Ben and Sam, to follow as they grow up. I would also like to thank my business partners and mentors at Intrepid Investment Bankers who always encourage me to support our community passions and help me connect with JVS over the years. This is an exciting moment for JVS Generation Impact. I feel privileged to be part of this group of civic-minded young professionals, and I share this honor with them. Lastly, Generation Impact would not have been possible without the initial vision and support of JVS's board and staff. I'd like to thank Harris Smith, Alan Levy, Randy Lappin for investing in us and creating this idea with us. And to Joel Berman, Claudia Finkel, Ted Feldman, Neil Mendelson, Mark Edwards, Catherine Moore, Pareen Bakashe-Man, Lindsay Thomas, an emerging leader within JVS on her own right, for advising and supporting us. We did this together. I welcome and encourage you to learn more about JVS Generation Impact and JVS SoCal by visiting the website, which will be displayed at the end of this show. Thank you.
Adam, congratulations, and thank you so much for being such a driving force behind Generation Impact. Come on over, let's have a chat. Congratulations.
Thanks, Fritz.
Much
really
deserved.
Really appreciate it.
First of all, what does this award mean to you personally?
It feels really humbling to be recognized in this manner, Fritz. You know, normally I don't get these types of awards, and so it feels great to be recognized for all of the hard work and effort we've been putting into JVS to really get the Generation Impact Group off the ground and going even faster.
So this is forward thinking, and this is looking to grow a new support group for the future, which is generally the mandate of Generation Impact. Talk about how important this is to the future of JVS SoCal.
Sure. I'm so passionate about JVS's mission, and I feel like more people should be aware about JVS and the powerful impact it has on the community. And so for me, Generation Impact is engaging the younger audience of younger professionals in the community to really understand what JVS does, so more and more people can get involved with the mission and give back to the community that helped them.
Yeah, and you're getting it up and running. You're giving it its legs now. But what about the long-term goals for Generation Impact?
Sure. We'd love to activate, engage, and get more individuals involved with JVS SoCal, whether that's through volunteer activities or helping the mission and raising more funds for JVS so that it can deploy the capital to help the organization grow even more and help get those people in need with jobs.
Well, you've been an amazing energy source. You've been sort of the pilot light of Generation Impact. We thank you for your work. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on the award tonight. Thanks for being here. You know, throughout the show, you can make a donation by referring to the instructions in the lower left hand of the screen and texting JVS to 41444. Please give as generously as you can. I assure you that every gift, no matter the size, will change lives, and now it will be doubled.
When I got into what JVS was doing, which was exactly what I wanted to hear some about, because they helped people get work, people who weren't working. They also helped kids go to college and education. And in fact, I think that this was an organization that did exactly what I wanted to do if I had anything extra or if I could help it at all. And therefore, it was just the organization for me to join.
We have lots of important information to cover. Here's an astonishing statistic about JVS. In a good year, in a pre-pandemic year, we serve 50,000 people, all sorts of services, especially finding them work. Now, the irony of the pandemic is there's never been a greater need for the services of JVS, but there's never been a greater strain on our resources and our ability to bring these functions to the people that need it. So your donations have never been more important. Please text the pledge tonight, JVS at 41444. Any amount will be helpful. Maybe this will give you impetus. Here's some very special news. The two co-chairs of JVS's 90th Anniversary Campaign Committee, Rick Powell and Jim Hausberg, and their lovely wives, Debbie and Linda, will match your dollar gift, dollar for dollar, up to $20,000, thereby doubling your gift and doubling the impact we can make tonight. This is a very generous donation. We appreciate Rick and Debbie and Jim and Linda for their amazing philanthropy and their amazing help tonight. So we're getting matched. That ought to do it for you. So folks like Lauren Kurzweil, who's made a $500 donation, think in terms of 1,000. Marie Altchek, $100. An anonymous gift of $75. Jorge Lazaro, $10. Matthew Paul, $250. Marcia Simiani, $200. These are wonderful. We have a goal of $20,000 tonight, but with this matching fund, we can really make a dent. We're at $3,311. We appreciate you. Please text a pledge, JVS, to 41444. And now we'll get back and celebrate some very special people in the 90-year club. Take a look.
Chuck and Betty Wilson were my very best and closest friends. And when they said join, I joined, because what they said went. But really, they explained the purpose of it, and of course I joined. It was a very worthwhile organization. Here's to JVS Happy 90th. May you live as long as you want to, and may you want to as long as you live.
None of the life-changing work of JVS SoCal would be possible without the generosity and partnership with our donors, community partners, and sponsors. Topping tonight's list of benefactors is our presenting sponsor, CIT, a multi-year partner of JVS SoCal. Here's a brief welcome message from CIT.
1931 proved to be a memorable year for a number of reasons. Baseball great Willie Mays, soul singer Sam Cooke, and my mom were all born, and JVS SoCal was founded in Bunker Hill. JVS SoCal has been changing lives for the last 90 years, from helping job seekers during the Great Depression to helping those impacted by the pandemic. CIT Bank is proud to partner with JVS SoCal, and we support their commitment to uplifting communities and helping those in need. We look forward to another 90 years of success. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Also tonight, generously supporting our efforts are inspiration sponsors: Pacific Premier Bank, Pacific Western Bank, Susan and Fred Koenig. For those who'd like to make a gift this evening, you can do so by texting JVS to the number 41444. You'll then receive a very simple set of instructions on your phone about how to make a gift or a pledge. You'll notice this information is also on the upper right-hand corner of your screen, so you can refer to it and make a donation anytime during this evening's event or even after the event concludes. It might surprise you to know that 1 in 5 women and girls in Los Angeles County is living in poverty. In fact, 2 out of every 3 JVS SoCal clients are women. Tonight, 2 incredible women will be bestowed our Inspiration Award, and our Corporate Partnership Award is being presented to their employer.
My mom is from Mexico and my dad is from Guatemala. I grew up in the central part of the Philippines, and they came to the United States a long time ago, and they've taught me and my brother the value of hard work.
I went through a whole lot of hardships. I became a mom when I was age 21.
I was working as an after-school teacher. The commute was 6 hours, 3 to get there, 3 to come back home.
When I first found out that I have a breast cancer, and while I was working at retail, at the same time going to school.
I didn't feel valuable. I didn't feel like I was acquiring any skills. I had a lot of time to think while I was riding the bus. I would see a lot of people in their business suits. I felt like whatever they were doing, they were happy. I dreamed of being one of those people. Little did I know that I would become those people through Bankworks.
I saw a flyer of Bankworks when I was checking on Facebook.
Bankworks prepared me for my job in that it trained me.
Lovely and Valeria were incredibly hardworking students. They both had a drive that was evident from the beginning.
Bankworks inspired me because the instructors, they believe in you, and they tell you, first of all, you had to believe in yourself and then put in the hard work.
At Bankworks, we teach the fundamentals of banking. So we teach policies and procedures, federal regulations, but more than that, we teach life skills that help individuals succeed.
I was shy. I was scared sometimes to ask for things, but because of Bankworks, that fear went away.
It definitely changed my life.
At the end of the program, when our students have graduated, they are guaranteed to interview with our partnering banks.
I got 5 offers. I was so thrilled.
I was able to apply all of those things on my first day at Pacific Western Bank.
I started as a financial services representative, and I'm so proud and happy.
What Lovely brings is such a unique value to the branch. Not only her work ethic and her discipline, but it's her professionalism, the support she brings, the kindness.
I got my promotion last month as a senior financial services representative.
Pacific Western Bank is a great place to grow. I started as a teller in 2015. I was promoted to senior teller.
Bankworks prepared Valeria well. She's a go-getter. She hustles. She's making this huge difference for our branch.
And now I'm their team leader. I love my customers, my colleagues.
I love my job. I have an amazing team, very supportive management. Even those times when I was dealing with my health issues, they were there for me.
Throughout our years of partnership with JVS, we have hired many of their graduates. Customers love them. They want to be treated by Val or Lovely. They truly have become assets to our bank.
I believe the mission of the program to change lives one at a time.
What I want to focus on is giving back to communities. I hope that one day I can be a community reinvestment officer. I would like to teach students about financing.
I could see myself working with the FDIC, overseeing banks on the national level.
My daughter's name is Celeste. She just changed my life. I already had the spirit of never giving up, but now that I see her, I feel like she is my inspiration. I love going to work, but now I have a really good reason to go back home.
We are all humans and we should be there for each other. We should support each other and help each other.
Valeria and Lovely, congratulations. It's easy to see why you are our Inspiration Award recipients because your stories are amazing. So Valeria, what does it mean to you personally to win this award?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for this distinguished award, and it means a lot. It reminds me that you don't have to be on top of the world to be able to inspire. You can be just a regular person like me. You know, inspiration can come from anywhere and anyone. And I'm grateful that my story and my actions are an inspiration to others.
Beautifully said. Lovely?
I'm very grateful for this prestigious award given by JVS SoCal and Pacific Western Bank. And I'm truly very grateful and honored. And also this Inspiration Award means a lot to me.
Wonderful. And what a lot of people don't know is that the classes to train you for your specific job are free. That's part of the beauty of JVS SoCal, and what makes them free to you is the generosity and the philanthropy of our kind donors who are watching tonight. And you have a child too, right, Valeria?
I do, yes.
Great. And talk about how the opportunities offered by BankWorks and overall JVS SoCal. Talk about your ability to give your child stability in his or her life now that you had this opportunity.
Well, the BankWorks program really helped me because now I have a career, right? I can provide for my daughter, and not only that, I'm providing economically, but I'm also providing her with a good role model, someone who's a strong woman, who has a career, who has goals that are going to be met through banking at Pacific Western Bank.
Ladies, we really appreciate you sharing your inspirational stories. Congratulations again on your Inspiration Award. You are the reason we are here tonight bragging about the accomplishments of JVS SoCal and the BankWorks program. Continued success to both of you. Thanks for being here. You know, empowering one person can create a profound effect over time and even over generations. The infusion of earnings into the sustenance and stability of families translates to investment in local businesses and communities, which in turn strengthens our regional economy. The Corporate Partnership Award salutes this critical relationship between JVS SoCal and the employers who support our programs and hire our clients. It's my pleasure now to introduce Tuan Lang from Pacific Western Bank.
Thank you, Fritz. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you these exceptional JVS BankWorks alums. These alums all graduate from JVS BankWorks program throughout the years and are now one step closer to their personal and professional goals. Every one of these exceptional individuals has secured a financial future working for Pacific Western Bank. With the partnership that we have built between JVS BankWorks and Pacific Western Bank, we are thrilled that together we could be part of a small but significant change in the lives of these graduates. I hope you enjoy our montage of these incredible individuals. I am beyond proud of each one and wish them the very best. Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome my colleague, R.B. John.
Thank you for this humbling recognition. On behalf of Pacific Western Bank, I'm honored to receive this award. I believe when it comes to helping those who have been devoid of opportunities in our communities, the long-lasting partnership between JVS BankWorks and Pacific Western Bank in addressing these disparities has proven to be a model to emulate. Pacific Western Bank was present almost from its birth when BankWorks launched its banking training program in 2008. I was immediately impressed and intrigued by the compassion and care that each student was given. I was also taken by the intensive 8-week program designed to offer students training, placement assistance, and ongoing coaching for career development. Over the past 13 years, we have deepened our commitment in financial support, attending the graduations of the students, meeting them face to face, finding proper homes for them at our banking branches, and working in their development as we transition them from having jobs to long-term careers at the bank. I want to thank all those past and present individuals who in various degrees have contributed to our mission of providing better opportunities to these students. So how appropriate that on this 90th year of birth of JVS SoCal, that the theme for this year's anniversary event is the way forward, changing lives together. I firmly believe that the continued success of our joint mission is deeply rooted in forward and innovative thinking of both our organizations, as well as the altruistic approach and mindset of countless individuals that will propel both JVS SoCal and Pacific Western Bank to newer heights, reaching wider audience, creating vaster opportunities, and helping more communities in need in future. Thank you.
People know her as my sweetheart. It's the longest engagement in the history of matrimony. My fiance, Sophia Fitzmaurice. Hello, my darling. I'm so happy to see you today.
Hi, how are you? I'm happy to see you too.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
And this is a real special honor for us to let you know how much we love you. Let me put Sophia into historical context. She's been around longer than JVS SoCal. She's 99 years old.
No, I'm 99 and a half.
I beg your pardon. 99 and a half. The centennial has been planned for 5 years.
Yes.
And this woman was at Harry Truman's inaugural and sewed her own dress.
I made my own dress, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Sophia, you and I had a similar interest at the start of our appreciation of JVS SoCal, and that is doing things for veterans. Talk about why you were attracted to JVS SoCal at first.
Not enough is being done for our veterans, and there isn't anything that we could do that they deserve more than all of the good things we could give them so that they could be comfortable and lead as normal lives as they possibly can.
Beautifully said. And the beautiful thing about JVS SoCal is it helps veterans transitioning out of active duty to getting some employment, and that sometimes can be a very dicey time in their life, and they work miracles every day. So,
exactly.
Well, I want to thank you and give you my heart. You know I love you, and you know that everybody in the JVS SoCal family loves you. You are so appreciated and revered, and we wish you good health. We should all be lucky enough to be as vital and warm and charming at 99 years old. Thanks for being here.
You're very welcome. I'm so happy to be here.
Congratulations to all of this evening's special guests and our remarkable honorees. And a big thank you to the generous donors, community partners, and sponsors who have joined us tonight. On behalf of every person you have impacted, without ever knowing their name or meeting them face to face, I want to assure you that what you are doing makes a substantial and a lasting difference. Thank you all for joining us for our 90th celebration and for partnering with us to offer hope and opportunity to over 50,000 people each year. We look forward to seeing you in 2022. Have a good evening and stay safe.